Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of set, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with some silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Vegas. Man, bread dog, we litty. The shine with the speed, Edwards with the 50-50. Yeah, this that I silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. We are here with another installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Shout out to everybody here in the comment section already. Chief Rock 1, Van City Squad Champ, Mondo. What's good with you, Wade? Bourbon's in the building. Perez, what's really, he says East Oakland is in the building. Yes, sir. Jamal, Raider Nice, Gibby. What is really, man? Shout out to y'all. Wipe them feet on the way in. That means hit them thumbs up. You already know what it is. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. We are on our way to 20K, you guys. I want to hit that before the season starts. So make sure you subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know what it is, man. Mike Downs, what's good? Shane Morris, Albert, you know here what's popping, brother. Gabe is in the building. Docs, Andrew. Man, what's really, man? Shout out to y'all. We are already over 100 in the building. Crazy morning thus far. I'm finally getting over this, whatever I had. I know it wasn't COVID because I took a test. But, man, I think Vegas is just like really, really terrible with my allergies, man. I feel like I had an allergy attack. So I'm finally bouncing back a little bit. Got my coffee. Ready to talk that shit. So I'm sitting over here, right, y'all? I'm looking at, all the stuff that's going on in the nation right now, all these UDFAs. And I do have a few videos you guys dialed up. I will be uploading them today. I took a break yesterday trying to bounce back from whatever it was I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But I get home, right? And I'm looking at my wife, and I'm like, babe, I know we did not spend that much money in Vegas, right? And mind you, I know we spent some good money in Vegas. So we're like, hey, man, let's look at our, at our account. Like, let's check out what's going on with all these. Like, where's this money? Where'd the money go? Right? So we check our shit out. For those who have kids, you ever heard of a game called Roblox? And if you heard about Roblox, right, you know about Robux. When I mean to tell you guys, I don't know how these kids did it, but while we were gone in Las Vegas, they ran up $1,400 on our account. These twins have no idea what kind of storm they are walking into when they get home. They gave us a refund. Shout out to Apple. They gave us our money back. They ran up $1,400. Yeah, their phones and their iPads are done, son. They're fucking done, son. It's too early in the morning to wake up to this kind of shit, man. Wow. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Shout out to my sons. Yeah, man. Man. $1,400, man. They are coming home to a rude awakening, man. Shout out to Jamal. What's good? Cardo's in the building. Brave Raider. What's good with you, my brother? Gotta love them docs. I love my babies to death. But man, oh man, 1,400. I was looking at my account like, I know I didn't spend it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't go crazy at Allegiant Stadium at Raider Image. I bought a couple things this trip. I'm like, there's no way. Where's all this money at? Roblox. crazy, man. We got a lot to talk about, you guys. We're going to talk about James Bradberry. I'm going to share the screen here in a second. There's some new developments on that side of things. Trayvon Mullen, I know you guys know he just had an injury. He's coming off of an injury last year, dealing with foot injuries. He just had a recent surgery a few days ago. I see the nation kind of going in on him. We're going to talk about that. Me personally, I think that, he's been, OTAs and all this other good stuff. I think that he just kind of re-aggravated his toe, and he decided on having a minor surgery to make sure he's ready for training camp. I don't think this was anything that serious, you guys. I know a lot of people are freaking out like, oh my God, Trayvon Mullen, once again, he's already injured. I think this was a very, very minor surgery to correct something to make sure he was ready for week one. That's it. I'm not looking too deep into this. I think Mullen will be ready for training camp, will be ready for week one. Toe injuries, they linger. And I think that he made sure this last surgery that he just had, a minor surgery, is preparing him for week one. But this really, truly opens up the door for James Bradberry. And we're going to talk about that. With no trade market developing, the Giants are close to releasing James Bradberry. What's this? Cherian Williams? I don't know. I butchered his name. But who cares? It's pro football talk. Cornerback James Bradberry's time with the Giants is coming to an end sooner than later. General manager Joe Schoen, I butchered his name too. On Wednesday afternoon, that team should have a resolution by the end of the week. The Giants have had no success trading Bradberry. I thought there would be more interest. I mean, come on, man. Why would there be interest when he's scheduled to make $21.8 million? That's crazy. A trade would have saved the Giants 12.1, while cutting him would save 10.1. Bradberry, 28, made the Pro Bowl in 2020. He has 380 tackles, 15 interceptions, and 82 pass breakups in 92 career games. Yes, you guys, I do believe that Bradberry will be a Raider sooner than later. The Chargers already went out and got their guy, right? With two of their guys, right? You know, they went out and got a former Denver corner. They went out and got J.C. Jackson. The Chiefs just traded the Houston Texans, a future 7th, I believe, for Lonnie Johnson, correct? I think it was him. They also picked up some guys. They got Duffy in the draft. I think KC is done in terms of corners. I think all signs are we need a corner one. We don't know what we have in Averett yet. I think that he could be a CB2. Rocket Sin could potentially be a corner one, but who's to say? I think at this point, he's probably a high-selling QB2, our cornerback two. Nate Hobbs is our slot guy. He may jump outside here and there, but we still need that corner one. And with Mullen coming off an injury and once again having surgery, all signs are pointing towards going out and getting Bradberry. You know what I'm saying? Look, we were in on the Gilmore sweepstakes before he went to Indianapolis. Bradberry played with Patrick Graham in New York. It just makes sense, you guys. I know there's some other teams that may reach out to go try and get him. I think Indy kind of already, went and got their guys. They went and got Hayward. But they got Hayward, right? I believe they got Hayward. Yeah, I think they got Hayward. And they went out and got some other guys, some other pieces for that Gus Bradley defense. I think that maybe, just maybe, he falls into our lap. There's a few other teams. I know the Eagles can probably use a corner, a few other teams. But I think at this point, at 28 years old, Bradberry with the familiarity of Patrick Graham and wanting to win. Oh, Hayward went to Atlanta. I'm sorry. They got our other guy. I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm still thinking about this 1,400 hours that my kids ran up on my card. You know what I'm saying? But they went and got I forgot. Whatever. But he was like a corner 3, corner 4. You know what I'm saying? But the Colts got some guys. They got Gilmore. Hayward went to Atlanta. They went and got Faison. Brandon Faison. That's who Indianapolis got, right? So at this point, I think all signs are saying, man, go get James Bradberry. I don't know if we can trust Mullen at this point. You know what I'm saying? I do believe it was a minor surgery, and I do believe he will be ready for week 1. And I do believe that Mullen will thrive in this system. Thrive. I think Patrick Graham, once he gets his hands on Mullen, he will help mold him into the player he needs to be. But it's just at this point, can we trust Mullen to get through a full season? That's the thing. Can we trust him? And at this point, you guys, I'm going out and I'm doing whatever I need to do in order to get Bradberry. I'm sorry. At this point, the only weakness I think that we really have is in the secondary. I do like our guys. I do like Avery. I do like Rocky Sin. I do like Darius Phillips. I like a lot of these guys that we went out and got. Palamalu's nephew, you know what I'm saying, safety. I like what we did this offseason. There's also some other UDFAs that we got that could potentially make some noise in the backfield in the secondary for us. But I just feel like we need to keep stockpiling corners as much as possible. And I think if Bradberry comes in, he's corner 1 off the dribble, day 1. You know what I mean? LV said, shout out to my brother Maximus. Mullen says he's coming back with a vengeance. He has heard the nation. Yes, he did say, too, when he comes back, he thinks he'll have 6 to 7 INTs this season. But he said that the day before he went and had this surgery, right? Mullen had bad luck the last 2 years. This is a make-or-break year for a few players. And yeah, he's on a 1-year deal. My apologies, too. I did not get the super in, you guys. I'm still thinking about that bread, man. Hold on real quick. And yeah, my apologies, you guys. Yes, Gilmore did go to the Colts. Hayward went to Atlanta. He went back home. He's from the area. And Brandon Faison went to the Colts as well. Shout out to Max. Morning Nation recovering from wisdom teeth extraction. But nothing like coffee and Raider Convo to ignore the pain. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Max, man. Get better, King. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. Shout out to my dog, Max. Shout out to Thick Frame E. Morning Docs. How do we pay him right now, though? Only $5 million till June. Does he take a cheap deal? There's a way to free up some bread. We found some. Look. We have some great guys in our front office that can free up some dough. You know what I'm saying? Really can. And at this point, maybe Bradberry does thug it out a few more weeks and waits till post-June. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's still some other teams that got some money left. But I think that Bradberry I think at this point in his career, he wants to choose his situation. I think it is money. Don't get me wrong. This is a business. But I believe Bradberry's a dog, man. He's a competitor. And I think he wants to go somewhere where he knows he can win and be familiar with the system. I just think that all signs point to us. What do we have? $6 million right now? I believe we have $6 million, somewhere around that range. I think we can free up a few more dollars. There's a way. Look, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying to get rid of Denzel Good at all. No way, shape, or form do I want to get rid of Denzel Good. But I believe you save $4 million if you get rid of him, right? That's $10 million. I think at that point, I mean, shit. Look at it like this. Honey Badger got $11 million a year with the Saints. And this guy is a 3-time, Pro Bowler and an all-pro guy. I mean, I don't think that Bradberry is going to covet that kind of money. I mean, I think you can get him for $10 million. I could be wrong. I mean, I know he was due $21 million this year. I think he made $15 million last year. But I don't know. I just feel like we can create some money. We can create some dough in order to get him. Right here, Thick Framey. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to Thor. It's always a way to free up bread. Rob Peter to pay Paul. Talk that shit, my brother. Shout out to my big bro, Thor. Shout out to my dog, man. My big bro wasted as well. It makes too much sense to happen. Bradberry is a must, even with Mullen. But without Mullen, he becomes essential as Milton Miller. You mean Colton Miller. Shout out to my dog, man. Yeah, man. At this point, man, you got to go out and get a CB1. Because who's to say that this minor surgery that Mullen just had, that he don't bounce back from it? It's a little crazy, man, the timing of it. You know what I mean? It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky. Shout out to my dog Wasted, man. Hey, Docs, what do you think of Xavier Rhodes or Chris Harris? If we can't get Bradberry, I believe they're both free agents still. Chris Harris plays predominantly in the slot, Ozzy, and I don't want to move Hobbs. I'm keeping Hobbs on the outside. So for me, it's a no with Chris Harris. Xavier Woods, I'm not against that. I would love to go out and get a veteran of Xavier Rhodes. If someone that has his skill set. Xavier Rhodes, man, played pretty well last year. I have no problem with that. But me personally, I would rather get Bradberry because he's still in that 28, 29-year-old range where he can still, he's still kind of at the pinnacle of his career. You know what I mean? He's not over that 30-year-old hump yet. You know what I mean? Chris Harris, though, like I said, he predominantly plays in the slot. I want to stay away from that. I want to stay away from pushing Hobbs outside. I do not want him outside at all. We get money post-June, yes, but I do believe that most of that money post-June is going to be for Waller and Renfro. That's what I believe. We want to get those guys out of the way because those are building blocks. Those are foundational pieces for this team. But, yeah, we do have a lot of money freed up post-June. Let me see. Shout out to Joey, man. Hobbs is a legit in the slot. He's a dog in the slot. Yes, I think he could be a top 5 slot corner in this league. Just keep him where he is. Do not mess with Hobbs' development. Keep him there. I think he could be an all-pro guy in the slot. I believe $20, $21 million, Raider Chaos, somewhere along those lines. Somewhere between $19 and $21 million freed up post-June. Shout out to Solo, man, my brother. GM Docs, hope all is well with you, the GOAT, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, King. Bradberry is the best option. He's more likely going to want to come here due to his connects with Graham and our DB's coach, and Ziegler won't overpay him. He won't. He won't, and he'll give him a lot of incentives, too. This guy was, a Pro Bowler in 2020, right? Raider Ray, how isn't he a scheme fit? He just worked with Patrick Graham. Yeah, I don't listen to that kind of shit, man. I don't listen to that kind of shit. I know a lot of people keep saying that he's not a scheme fit. I don't know how he isn't. Let me see. Shout out to Nelson. Your Docs haven't been here in a grip, but I love you, man. Keep up the great work. I need to tune in on Mental Health Monday because your boy needs some guidance and some moving words. Shout out to you, my brother. And yes, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm going to be putting something together here, you guys, shortly. We're going to get back on our Mental Health Mondays all this month. And I'm going to make sure to put some type of foundation or some type of charity event together so we can raise some awareness and raise some money for a great cause. So bear with me, you guys. We are going to be raising a lot of awareness this month for mental health, man. For those who don't know, I deal with severe anxiety and depression. So I want to make sure that we get as many eyes on this disease as possible. So shout out to my brothers and sisters out there, man, my Raiderettes and my dogs that deal with it. We're going to make sure to raise as much awareness as possible this month. Shout out to Nelson, I got you. And also, man, shout out to my brother Halo for the t-shirt, God Dependent. I appreciate you, my brother. This shit is fire. Fire, man. Let me see. OG Fade. He is not a man-to-man corner, but we are trying to run man-to-man. Bro, Patrick Graham is going to run all kind of crazy type schemes, bro. This isn't going to be a one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? He's going to play players to their strengths. I'm not worried about the scheme fit with him. Like, you bring him in, Graham already knows what he does well and what he doesn't. Trust me, man. Patrick Graham will bring in Bradberry because he knows what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And Patrick Graham, they don't call him the Black Picasso for nothing. He'll paint one side of a picture over here on this side of the field and paint a whole nother on this side of the field. I'm not too worried about him coming in the man-to-man, and I'm not worried about all that. Patrick Graham knows what Bradberry's strengths is and what his weaknesses is. And if he comes in, he's definitely going to play to his strengths. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. What is our scheme called? It's called yes. That's it. It's called yes. When they ask Patrick Graham, what are you going to run? 3-4-4, you know what I'm saying? 4-3-5-2. Well, yes. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about anything. Patrick Graham is going to run this system down to a T. And I'm not worried about Bradberry's fit at all. Yeah, Joey says you can't just focus on that man-to-man. Let Patrick do his thing. Trust the process. Facts. Mike Downs, Docs, I'm glad we don't have a game on the other side of the planet. Not a fan of international games. Love what you and the guys did in Vegas. Mike Downs, I'm very excited about that because, now I know we're playing the Niners in Vegas. I will be there. Now that I know we're playing the Jags in Jacksonville, I will be there. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about this, man. I'm very, very thankful that we do not have any games outside of America this year. You know what I mean? We are already a universal brand. We don't need to be anywhere else but America. Like, let's be real. And we need to still work on Vegas. You know what I mean? We're still working on making this city our city and making it a Raider town. So I'm very excited that, we don't have to go outside of our, of our own country in order to go play football games. You know what I'm saying? We're still working on making Vegas our home, our new home. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. Shout out to my brother Mike Downs, man. Appreciate you, King. Let me see. Shout out to David. Source, Patriots veteran free agent Kyle Van Noy is meeting with the Chargers. If all goes well, there's a chance he signs, a potential important addition to Brandon Staley's defense. I'm not mad about that. To be honest with you, it sucks that he would go to a divisional rival, but Dante Hightower's out there as well. You know what I mean? So Jamie Collins is still out there as well. There's still some other guys that we can look at, some former Patriots. That would suck to lose Kyle Van Noy to the Chargers because that's my number one linebacker that I want to go out and get. But there's still some other options. Chargers are not playing about that defense this year, man. They're not. They are not. There's still some bums, though. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dr. Matt King, man. West up, Docs. Thoughts on right tackle. P.S. The brain needs love like any other organ in your body. Facts, my brother. Facts, man. That's why I'm chilling right now, man. I'm chilling. Trying to get over this whole Vegas trip. It was insane. I'm still recouping, man. I know my brother Waste is still regrouping as well. It was a lot, man. It was a lot, man. But thoughts on right tackle? I'm not too worried about it now, man. I'm really not. I love what we did in the draft. Picking up some dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too worried about it. I think at this point, I'm still figuring out where Leatherwood is going to play. That's when the dominoes fall at this point, right? I don't know if we're going to push him back to the outside or keep him where he is at right guard, where he did get better as the year went on. I preferably would want to keep Leatherwood at guard, but once we see where we have him, if he stays at guard or he pushes outside, I don't know. But Dr. Matt King, keep an eye on Illuminor because he did start for New England before on the outside on the right side. But Brandon Parker, I want to keep him as like more of a rotational piece. I do not want to have him starting, but I don't know if these guys are high on him. And keep an eye on Bam, my boy out of Utah. Keep an eye on Bam. This guy 6'8", 6'9". I think he is the future at the right tackle position. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Matt King. I appreciate you, my brother. Also, man, shout out to Cash Money. I like youth and upside of Mullen. Why Bradberry is even that good? I thought I saw him get burnt last season. Yeah, bro, he's a former Pro Bowler. Bradberry is a very good corner. The thing is this, Cash Money, can Mullen stay healthy? That's the problem. And he's on a 1-year deal pretty much at this point. He was a second rounder, so we couldn't pick up a 5th-year option on him. At this point, he's a free agent next year. So, yeah, if you can get Bradberry in on a multiple-year deal, you do it. I don't know what this coaching staff sees in Mullen yet. I don't know. Maybe they're very high on him or maybe they're very low on him. But for him to right now have that surgery kind of this late in the game, it's kind of worrisome. Me personally, I don't think it's that big. I think he'll be ready for training camp, but he's still going to be behind the needle at this point. He's going to have to look. You go out and get Bradberry, he's ready to go, and Mullen's not. So I don't know. And bringing in Rocky Sin, I think at that point, and Anthony Avery kind of was the writing on the wall for me that They're going to make Mullen fight for his spot on this team. So, look, man, I like Mullen. I like the upside. I do like the youth as well. I agree with you, my brother. But this guy, there's no guarantees from him at this point. Shout out to Raider Sanchez. Docs, the shirt you're wearing looks dope. Reach out to my brother Halo, man. Halo Raider. Reach out to Halo Raider on IG. Tell him I sent you, my brother. God dependent, man. He has a bunch of different tees. I'm going to wear another one tomorrow for the show. Halo got some dope shit, man. Dope shit. Let me see. Shout out to NorCal, my brother, man. Appreciate you, King. Oaklosvegas.com, you guys, if you want to grab some of my merch. I got some dope shit on there, and I got some new things on the way. Shout out to my brother NorCal, Raider Jesse, as always. I appreciate you, King. Shout out to Neek, man. You said we play the Niners in Vegas. Yes, we do. I'm hoping it comes out May 12th. I'm hoping we play them our week 1 Sunday night football or Monday night football in Vegas. That would be perfect because I will be there. Shout out to my brother Neek. Keep Leatherwood on the bench. Mumford. I'm not against that, Raider Frank. I'm not against that. I like Mumford. Huge fan of Mumford. He will be at right tackle. Can you imagine that? 7th rounder starts at right tackle. I'm not against that. I'm a huge fan of Mumford. Sean, I have a video already dialed up on him. I'm going to show you right now. So you guys know. Let me get this off real quick. Just so you guys know. My sincere. Everybody want to call me when I'm on live. My sincere condolences to NFL defenses. I will be uploading that here shortly. I still got Parham at left guard. I do. Love how the Mount Shield more warriored up. Thanks for all you guys do with hard work. Vegas will be RaiderNation. Shout out to my dog LV, man. Shout out to my dog LV. Jermaine says, Leatherwood needs to stay at guard. I agree. And they need to let him lead like the old Raiders run game. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. Much love, family. Sign Newberry. Or Bradberry, I think you mean. Couldn't get Honey Badger, went to the Saints. Parham will probably start at center. Raider Nation for life. I disagree with you, my brother. I know that Wasted feels the same way. I like Andre James at center. I like him at center, man. He got better week in and week out last year. God, look, man, allow him to cook. Give him some time to build. I think Parham will be our starting left guard. But you guys could be right. Shout out to Raider Prophet. Do you think they will finally cut our penalties down in half? How many games would that be worth? It would be great for our mental health. I hope so. I think with Carmen Brasillo already here, I think that already helps our penalties on the offensive side of the ball. But we have to realize, you guys, that this is who Leatherwood is. He has to get more disciplined. He was the most penalized offensive lineman in college football the year before he was drafted. So that's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that Carmen Brasillo works on him with his discipline. He needs to be more disciplined. But I do think that our penalties get cut in half. I do think that Carmen helps Brandon Parker and Leatherwood discipline-wise, technique-wise, just all across the board. Carmen is just a way better offensive line coach than Tom Cable. You know what I mean? So I think these guys get a lot better, man. Shout out to my dog, Raider Prophet. Let me see. Shout out to Fear the Nation as well. Wipes feet. Just tapping in, brother. A Bradberry pickup would really finish showing up the secondary, especially with the additions we've made. I agree with you to the utmost, my brother. Fear the Nation. I appreciate you, King, on a donation. I think Bradberry seals up this secondary in free agency, and we go from there. I think at that point we're ready with our secondary. Anthony Averett, Bradberry, Rocket Sin, Darius Phillips. He's still an under-the-radar guy. I'm telling y'all. Look, man, Stu spoke with their defensive coordinator. Great pickup for us. If he can stay healthy, he thinks that Darius Phillips will be a great pickup for our secondary. He will be more of a special teams kind of ace guy for us, but he will get some burn out there if he does make this roster. And I think that's a great pickup for us as well. Shout out to my brother Fear the Nation. Let me see. Andre James is a Cable project at center. He's a converted tackle. Cable tried the same thing with Jared Veldier years ago, parring him to center. Look, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I just feel like give him an opportunity. Give him another opportunity to ball out this year. You know what I mean? I would be pissed. I'm gonna be real if we used our first draft pick on a center when we already have one. You know what I mean? We need guards. We need a right tackle. Like, I don't feel like drafting Parham and moving him to center. You know what I mean? Like, if he's our future center, cool. But me personally, I want to keep him at left guard because I think Andre James got better and better last year. So, you know what I mean? I want to fill a void. I want to fill a need from day one. I don't want to move Parham to center day one and then have to figure out the other guard spots. I don't want to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Denzel Good is coming back from injury, so you can move him to left guard immediately, you know, and then a right guard. What do we do at that point? You keep Leatherwood there and then just kick somebody else out to the right side, Illuminor? I don't know. Raider Nagel, man, what's up, my brother? Shout out to my brother Dirty, man. What's good with you, King? Gabe, at this point, man, I really truly believe that this regime is going to give Brian Edwards every chance in the world to win that wide receiver 2 spot. But there's also some other guys, man. Trey Turner, man, out of Virginia Tech, undrafted guy. I like his game. I like his game. You know what I mean? That's a name to keep an eye on. You know what I mean? You know, Demarcus Robinson, who's to say he doesn't come in and take over that wide receiver 2 spot? Who's to say that Mac Hollins doesn't build on that last year he had with Miami? I mean, the guy had 4 TDs with them. You know what I mean? I think he was second in TDs in Miami, receiving wise. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. This wide receiver room is very, very deep right now. You know what I mean? So there really isn't any reason to go out and get a Julio Jones. I mean, look, I would love to have him because he's Julio Jones. I know that we're not going to get the best version of him, but it's Julio Jones. But it's not a need. Yes, the kid out of Ball State is a baller too. He's a burner. Facts, Alex. Facts. Let me see. Appreciate you, Docs. I agree. Okay, I got you, brother. Do you think OBJ is the guy Hondo has been talking about? Kyrie, the more I keep thinking about it, I just hit up the group chat yesterday, right? Hit up my brothers, the Mount Shieldmore group. And I said, hey, man, I'm starting to think more and more because it wasn't Honey Badger. It wasn't him because Hondo hasn't came out and said it. Yeah, Justin Hall to Ball State. He's nice. Sue is looking like he's going back. He may go back to Tampa Bay. He's already saying he would love to go back there. And all the defensive tackles that we got. I mean, Matthew Butler, you know what I'm saying? And you know, thick frame, you know what I mean? We got our guy out of LSU. And then, you know, Bilal Nichols. I don't think that we go out and get a Sue now at this point. So maybe it's not Sue. The more and more you guys may trip out on this. It could be OBJ. Because I do believe that maybe he at one point he was thinking Rams or Raiders. But it may be Jadeveon Clowney, you guys. What do y'all think about that? It may be Jadeveon Clowney. He's still a free agent. I believe Cleveland offered him $10 million a year, I believe, somewhere around there. It may be Jadeveon Clowney. Another DE / wherever you want to play him, inside, outside. He could be an outside linebacker, the 3-4. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. It may be Jadeveon Clowney. I think that may be the guy that Hondo was referring to. He had 9 sacks last year. I know he probably has the best defensive end on the other side of him in Cleveland that's going to help him out a lot. But it may be Jadeveon Clowney. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine him coming in with Bilal Nichols and Chandler Jones and Max Crosby? That's literally the best defensive line in the league. I don't care what nobody says. Like from day one, that's the best defensive line. Jadeveon Clowney is probably the best defensive end in the league against the run. He's very, very good against the run. I mean, we know Khalil Mack is a dog against the run as well. But I'll say he's the top 3 defensive end / outside linebacker against the run. And at that point, he doesn't really have to get to the quarterback too much when you got Max and Chandler Jones. Maybe it is too much money, Norman. Maybe it is. But I'm just saying, I'm saying, man, it's been very quiet on the Jadeveon Clowney front. I know Cleveland already made an offer. It may be him. What are your thoughts on undrafted free agent safety Isaiah Palamalu, the nephew of Troy Palamalu? I see him making an active roster. I do too. I'm very, very shocked he went undrafted. I mean, after what? He ran a 4.4, I believe. Was it a 4.4? The guy's a dog. He's a dog. He's only going to get better. There was some people after his combine having him going in the 3rd or 4th round. So shout out to my brother Gabe. I'm a huge fan of his work. And hopefully that translates to the next level. We know he has the bloodline, right? We know he has the bloodline. Isn't his uncle Troy Palamalu, and then I think his cousin or his other uncle is our running backs coach? He has the bloodline. Shout out to my brother Gabe. Damn, Clowney is a rotational piece. That's crazy. Max and Chandler as starters and Clowney, Clee and Kuntz for rotational. That's deadly as fuck. Could you imagine that NASCAR package? Could you imagine that NASCAR package? Just think of this. Chandler Jones, Jadeveon Clowney, Malcolm Kuntz, Max Crosby. That NASCAR package would be insane. Crazy. Bite them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Shout out to everybody already here in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Almost 350, man. Wipe them feet. If you're not subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button. NASCAR package, man. Whew. That would be crazy. I would pass on Bradberry and go get Darrell Williams. I think at this point we're done. I think we're done with the offensive line. I really am. Look, Darrell Williams is my guy. But I think we're done. Gotti. We spent a majority of our draft in the trenches on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. I think we're done at defensive tackle and offensive line. I think we're done. So I think Darrell Williams will go somewhere else. But this is facts, bro. This is facts. But one thing you have to take in, you know what I mean, is that we've been chasing Clowney pretty much these last 2 or 3 years. We've been in on the Clowney front for the past couple years. You know what I mean? So he knows that the Shield has been wanting his services for many moons now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if at this point Clowney is looking for reassurance for like a multiple year deal. Because look, man, Clowney's been bouncing around these past few years. You know what I mean? I don't know if Cleveland offered him a 1-year deal. I don't know. But at this point, I would assume, you know, Clowney, man, he was one of those guys out of South Carolina that you would assume that he would have been with one team forever, right? I mean, look, Deshaun Watson is in Cleveland now. His quarterback when he played with the Texans. Maybe he goes back. I don't know. I know there's a deal on the table for him. But when healthy, this guy's a dog, and I don't know if he wants assurance like of a multiple year deal. I think at this point, he's just like, look, man, I'm sick of jumping around all over the place. Seattle, the Texans, Cleveland. You know what I mean? I think at this point, he's like, man, I want to find a home. And maybe that deal that Cleveland threw out to him was maybe a 1-year, 2-year deal. I don't know. It's a very, very slim chance that Jadeveon Clowney becomes a Raider. But maybe that is the guy. And I do believe that Hondo said it was a defensive player. So, I don't know, you guys. You're right. I just feel Hobbs can play the outside. Bro, Gotti, let me tell you, man, if you go back and watch this guy's film in college in Illinois, dog, you do not want him outside. It was either a great play or a terrible play. He either stopped something greatly, like stopped the play or gave up a lot of yardage. Keep him on the inside. Keep him in the slot. Alex, that could be true. Facts, brother. That could be true. Jerry, I don't know, bro. I'm kind of over that shit though at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so sick of trying to convert all these safeties to linebacker. Like, look, keep him back there. Keep him back there, man. You know what I mean? We can use some depth at safety. Keep him back there, man. Keep him at safety. Don't all this converting players all the time, year in and year out. It didn't work for Javen White. Now he's a Jet. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work for Tanner Muse. You know what I'm saying? The guy's a Seattle Seahawk now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it, man. I mean, hey, we got lucky with Divine Diablo. He was a safety in college, moved to linebacker at the NFL level. But I'm tired of trying to convert people, man. I'm tired of trying to convert. If you want a linebacker, just go fucking draft a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Docs. I appreciate everything you and Shieldmore do. I'm hoping it's either Julio or Jarvis. Scoop up Bradberry and see how see if he gets cut post-June 1st at linebacker. Let me say this, brother. Julio, I still think he goes to Indianapolis. I think he goes and plays with his former guy, Matt Ryan. But I can see it happening. Jarvis, I think he returns home to New Orleans. He wants a lot of money, you guys. He wants a lot of money. And we don't have Jarvis money. And there's no reason to pay Jarvis and Devontae Adams when you still got to pay Hunter Renfrow and Waller. Jarvis won't happen, my brother. I think at this point, it's Bradberry a bust. And maybe you go pick up some depth pieces like a Dante Hightower or maybe even a Jamie Collins. You know what I'm saying? But the big name guys, I think at this point, I think it's Bradberry, maybe OBJ in the middle of the season. I don't know. Keep an eye on Jadeveon Clowney. I don't know if that is even an option at this point. I keep forgetting that Amik Robertson is even on the roster. Definitely, Jason. Definitely. I like Justin Hall's game. For those who don't know, check him out, Ball State. Vinny, we do. I think we have 6 million right now, I believe, somewhere around there, 5-6 million. But post-June guaranteed. Post-June guaranteed. That's another $20, $21 freed up. Jonathan, I have my favorites. Another video dialed up right here. I have my favorites. And I'll talk about that here soon, my brother. Shout out to Sean. Docs, we have 16 offensive linemen competing for starting 5, 8 running backs, 10 wide receivers, 6 tight ends, a lot of competition for 53-man roster. I love that OTAs and camp going to be fighting for 53-man roster. Facts, brother. Facts. I don't know why this light. There we go. Yeah, Meek looks like he played around too much with Arnett, but I hope he gets better. I didn't see anything with him and Arnett, my brother. But I'm look, at this point, Amik is on the outside looking in. There's no strings attached to him with this new regime. So old regime. Maybe we keep him around for special teams purposes. I don't know. But I don't think that he makes this roster. I think Amik is on the way out. Let me see. I think so, Alex. I think he may make the practice squad. For those who don't know, Chase Garbers, former Cal quarterback, we just took him undrafted. The kid seems like he has, excuse me, y'all. It seems he has like a chip on his shoulder. He seems pissed that he went undrafted, which I don't know why, because honestly, everyone had him going undrafted. I watched the interview on him or read an interview on him right before I went live where he was saying that he thinks that he was the best Pac-12 quarterback last year. Statistically, my brother, it says otherwise. I don't see Chase Garbers as the best Pac-12 quarterback last year. He did check down a lot at Cal. But he's a quarterback that Josh McDaniels may take the time to groom. You know what I mean? This is what he does year in and year out. He goes out and gets a young quarterback and tries to groom him. So Look, I'm not against keeping him as a practice squad guy. You already have your backup with Nick Mullins, which is a very, very serviceable backup in the NFL. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Raider Trojan, spot track is bugging. Basically, they keep going back and forth with the money that's off the table with DC. We are not at negative $19 million, brother. We're not. We're not. Spot track be bugging. Yeah, you know, hey, facts. It's coming up shortly, brother. Shout out to King Savage. I got me a fire-ass Raiders starter jacket. I got some fire sweats, couple hats. Look at Brady's tweet, bro. What do you mean? It's about Tom Brady? Let me see. Tom Brady. What's going on now, man?
Against the Raiders. New trend alert. Tell me something honest. Top crew game against the Raiders.
This motherfucker, man. It's too early for that shit, man. Shit got me mad right now, man. Shit got me tight, bro. I don't even know what to say after that. That shit literally destroyed my childhood. This motherfucker, man. Shout out to my brother Hammer, man. What's good, King? All right, let me share this real quick. Let me get this out of here. Hold on real quick, y'all. Boom. I'm going to share this. For those who don't know about Mullen's injury, I'm going to bring this up. Shout out to CBS Sports. Mullen, undisclosed, is expected to undergo minor surgery. Victor Ford reported he already did it, you guys. He already did the surgery. Mullen played in 5 games last season, missing the majority of the year with a toe injury. That is the toe that he had the minor surgery on, you guys. After spending 9 weeks on IR, Mullen attempted to return in Week 14 against KC, but aggravated the injury and was shut down for the rest of the season. With little known about the injury or the surgery that has taken place, a recovery time for Mullen is not known yet. So that is pretty much what's going on right now with Mullen. He already had the surgery. But coming back from that toe injury, man, those things linger, man. I'm trying to tell you. They linger. This fucking light is killing me. Ugh. All right, it's too hot for that damn beanie now. But yeah, just an update, you guys. I don't really see. All right, this light killing me. Very likely Bradberry's on deck. This is facts. Facts, bro. So basically, he has turf toe. Yeah, he's going to be out of here soon. I think it's his big toe as well. That shit does not, man, that shit does not go away that like that. And then even when he's on the field, he's just so handsy, man. A lot of penalties. He did get better. He did get better in the limited time that he had last year being penalized, though. He did. I think he'll be ready for OTAs. I don't think he'd get it if it was long. I don't think so either, Jay. I really don't, my brother. I don't see him having that surgery this late in the game if he was going to miss any OTAs or any training camp. I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be ready to go. Shout out to Brandon, man. What's up, Docs Raiders? Keep up the great Raider content, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, brother. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Let me see. May 12th, my brother. May 12th. And I'm going to do a special. I'm going to do a special that day, you guys. I'm going to do a schedule release special where we're going to basically break down each game week by week, and we're going to do our schedule prediction. Y'all down for that? May 12th. It's next week. Next Thursday, we will be doing a schedule breakdown. A schedule prediction. I mean, a prediction for each game. We're going to do all that on May 14th. I'm sorry. I thought it was anywhere. They said May 12th to May 14th, right? I thought they said May 12th to May 14th. Between those dates. So we're going to do that. We're going to break down each game, and we're going to do it as a family. I want to see where you guys are at with each game, and we're going to break it down because that shit matters. That matters, man. It's easy to look at the games on our schedule right now, right? And say, oh, we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. No, it's not that easy. You got to look at when you're on the road, when you're at home, what Thursday night game, Sunday night games, Monday night games, all that comes into account. You can't just look at these teams that we're playing and say, we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them. There's no way. There's no way. What games you planning on attending, Docs? Shout out to 88, man. I'll be at the Niners game in Vegas. I'll be at the Jacksonville game in Jacksonville. The New Orleans game in New Orleans, I will be there. Seattle game in Seattle, I'm going there. And then I'll probably pick maybe another road game like Pittsburgh and one more game in Vegas. But I'm trying to make sure, shout out to the Ahern Hotel, we're trying to do something where we all are out there every home game, you guys. We're trying to make the Ahern Hotel the official new headquarters for Raider Nation, man. So hopefully that works out. They're already asking for us to come back, which is a great sign. When we left, they said, you guys, this was great. So it looks like we did something really, really good. So hopefully every home game, we're at the Ahern Hotel. But yes, I'll be in Seattle, Jacksonville, hopefully Pittsburgh. And then I'll be in Vegas for sure for the Niner game. Bradberry thrived in Graham's system, even though Graham wants to run a man-type system. Bradberry is definitely going to be good if he comes to the dark side. Facts. Facts, family. I'm going to go to one LA game. So that might be the one, Dirty. That might be the one. Raider launching point at Ahern Hotel. Talk that shit, brother. And shout out to my sponsor as well, you guys. Woodson Whiskey. Shout out to the GOAT. We drank so much Woodson whiskey in Vegas, man. I'm still recovering, man. Woodson bourbon whiskey, man. Shout out to the GOAT, man. See you there, Jermaine. See you there, family. Shout out to Bourbon. I hope Mullen can recover fast. I want to keep the best players available on our roster. Cornerback competition is very important to our success this year and in the future. Facts, my brother. Facts. Ali, Docs, do you think JM is out on Josh Jacobs? I don't. Not at all. Not at all. I just think that he's out on paying a running back $10 million a year or upward of $10 to $12 million a year. I don't think he's out on Josh Jacobs. I think he's very, very smart, man. You know, you go out and draft all these guys, you know what I'm saying? Britton, you know what I mean? And Zeus. And one of them, man, I don't think you guys know what we have in Sincere. I'm going to break that down here in a minute with Sincere McCormick. This dude's game is crazy. It's all about staying fresh, man, at the running back position. Last year was really, really bad for us. We dealt with Kenyon Drake being hurt, you know what I mean? And Gruden trying to figure out how to even implement him into the offense. Until that Denver game, Kenyon Drake was pretty much just non-existent, right? Josh could not run at all the first 10 weeks of the season. 1 week we had Peyton Barber as our running back one against the Miami Dolphins, and he ran over 100 yards on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But we have a very, very deep running back core now. And I don't think he's out on Josh. I think that bringing all these guys in is going to help Josh this season. But I think moving forward, If Josh commands too much money, he's out of here. Simple and plain. We live in the era now, you guys. You don't pay running backs. It's just as simple as that. Love Josh Jacobs, love his work, love the man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Dirty man, yo, the Ahern was awesome for real. If y'all make that the new Raiders Vegas home, that room would be great to watch games. Shout to you, Dirty. It's only gonna get better, my brother. It's only gonna get better, man. It's only gonna get better. We already got ideas for that room already to make it even pop more. Shout to the Ahern, man. Our running back depth should be young guys, not a ton of vets. Facts. Facts, brother. We still got Regas on the roster as well. Even though I think he's the odd man now. I don't think you'll see him at all. Yes, Alex. Sincere as a dog. Man, our O-line was trash. Hey, let me say this though, Watts. That same O-line was trash against Miami, right? And Peyton Barber ran for like 111 on the ground. Somewhere like that, 114, 116, somewhere on there on the ground. He might have been ass run blocking, but look, a backup ran for over 100 yards. I still hope Regas gets a chance to play. Me too. Top beats. Hopefully we see him in preseason this year, and he gets a chance to show what he can do. Hold on. Somebody said check what they just sent. Yeah, I just seen that. I seen that. Definitely one game. I'm not acting like Peyton Barber came out and was Barry Sanders or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going off of what I seen against the Miami Dolphins. Wasted. What's good with you, my brother? There's no way Jacobs holds out. No way. He's fighting for a contract. This is the year to show the NFL what he can do. There's no way he does that. No way that Josh sits out. And if he does, we got a bunch of running backs now, right? But he's not going to hold out. He has to show that he can stay healthy. Moving forward, if he wants a new contract, this is the year to show out. Point blank, period. McCormick and Zeus. Gabe, that's crazy. Crazy, bro. Exactly, top beats. Josh knows, man. He has the shield tattooed on him, man. This team took him from, living in a car, man, to putting him up in a mansion. This team gave him a shot, gave him a chance, made him a first-round draft pick, put some real dough in his pocket. I don't see Josh doing that to the Raiders. I love Regas, but he has a tough hill to climb. Britton Brown is a better back. He has a hill to climb as well. It doesn't look well for either. I kind of went back, though, and watched some of Britton Brown's film. I kind of like what I see with Bro, though. You know what, Dirty? I think Britton Brown, hot take, I think he makes this roster. I do. I don't know why. Maybe the practice squad, but I think he's going to be around. Josh has been put on notice. That's it. Do you think we go first round OT next year or QB? Javier, no QB. But I can see us definitely going tackle. Shore up that right side for years to come. I can see that. If there's a stout right tackle wherever we draft, hopefully we're drafting last, right? But I want to next year. You want to shore up that right side for years to come. Hopefully there's a stout right tackle, or you just go best player available, point blank, period. At whatever position that is. I like that comparison, young. I like that. Britton Brown reminds me of Latavius Murray. That build, the only thing I hated about Latavius Murray, he just runs so high, right? He runs so high. And once he gets hit, he's down for the count. Latavius, all it takes is one hit, and Latavius, his ass is on the ground. Let me see. I love Zeus's story too, though. Facts. He has a great story as well. We have not had any luck drafting corners in the first round, Ali, for a long time. You know what I mean? For a long time. Like, it's been forever, like, since we drafted a corner that really worked out for us. Like, I don't even want to think about drafting a corner anymore, bro. I feel like it's been like damn near since C. Wood. You know what I'm saying? Or Namdi. You know, Namdi, like, and we converted Namdi, right? Wasn't Namdi a safety? Wasn't he a safety at Cal? I could be wrong, but I could have swore that Al converted him from safety to corner. I could be wrong, though. But it's been forever. It's been forever, man. It's been forever. I don't want to go. I don't want to go that route anymore, man. Yeah, there you go. He was converted. Yep. So I remember watching him at Cal. Let me see. Shout out to Mike. Watch Parker make a Pro Bowl. I would fucking scream as Parker becomes a monster under Basillo and just dominates. Hey, Hawk, that would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy, bro. Hey, you know what's funny? Shout out to Mike. I was with my wife the other day, right? And you had left a comment on something. I forgot what you said. And I said, babe, I said, read his name. I can't see it. I said, can you read his name real quick? I said, I really can't. I'm like, I don't know why my eyes are bugging right now. My allergies are kicking my ass, right? And she was like, what, Mike Hawk? I looked at her. I said, she said, you motherfucker. Shout out to the troll god. My brother Mike, man. My brother Mike, man. Do you think Diablo? No, not at all. Not at all, honest. No, not at all. He will be a linebacker for us for years to come. He will not go back to safety. He will not go back to safety. He will be a linebacker for us. Big Bam from Utah. Love the pickup. Possibility of seeing playing time on the offensive line. Kyle, I agree. To be honest, brother, I think that he could potentially be our starting right tackle. Bro, you know what's crazy? It's funny because the nation thought my wife would be mad at me. My wife was actually like, babe, post this. She's like, post this picture. She's like, I want to get in on the games too. Your sleep, wasted sleep. She's like, let's just keep the trend going. My wife actually asked me to post that picture. Black tie, look, man, look, I'm not playing. Look, I ain't playing around. I ain't playing around with wifey like that. Ain't no way. She gave me the okay. She asked me to post that picture. Yo, Docs, when I talked about Isaiah Palamalu on this channel before, you shut me down and told me no more Samoans. No more Samoans. When the fuck did I say that? When did I say that? I never said no more. Bro, I've never used that in my vocabulary in life. Please go back and find that live. I've never said no more Samoans. Where the hell that come from? That's some weird shit. And no, I didn't flip the script. I actually had him in a few of my mock drafts. When the fuck did you, like, what? I need to know what you're talking about, Prof. Like, bro, you can't throw them kind of allegations around, King. I want to know where that came from. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you had to. I never said no shit like that. Weird as shit. Look. Hey, if I did, I need to see the file, man. I need to see the file. Yes, that's what I said, Purge. Facts. I said no more USC players. No, I don't even think he's trolling. Like, real talk. Like, Prof is my guy. I rock with Prof. That's my dog. But I don't, bro. I couldn't even see myself saying no shit like that. Like, ever. Yo, got the perfect right tackle for us. 6'5", 300. He played for us before. He goes by the lean god, aka Jamarcus Russell. Oh shit. I need to talk to Stu today too, man. I still want to do that interview, man. I still want to do that interview. I kind of strayed away from it because I know a lot of people were complaining about it. So I said, you know what, man, let's just kind of let's kind of get away from the whole Jamarcus Russell interview. But I still want to do that, man. I still want to hear this guy's side of things. Shout out to my dog Hawk, man. Yeah, Doc said no more USC players. Facts. Who do you think is the better right tackle, Mumford or Big Bam? I'll say this. Bam is 26 years old. So, you know, and he just started playing football not too long ago. Mumford, he played a little tackle, a little guard, a little everything, right? I'll say Bam. But I can see Mumford starting at right tackle for us too, though. But I'd rather keep him at guard. I do not want to see John Simpson at all anymore. I want to see Dylan Parham and Mumford be our future guards. That's what I want to see. In a perfect world, to me, Big Bam at some point starts on the right side, is our future right tackle. You got Mumford as a guard. You got Parham as a guard. Andre James with Colton Miller. To me personally, that like if those guys gel together and figure it out, you have a young, thriving offensive line. We're trying to figure out why people just be coming on here on some negative shit for no reason. That shit's hilarious to be bad. I do, Sean. I do. I think Jayon Brown is going to be a monster in coverage for us. He's very suspect against the run, though. I think we all know that. Denzel Perryman is going to be the total opposite, great against the run, not good in coverage. And I think Divine Diablo is going to find a way to be good in both. You know what I mean? So, look, I did want some more linebackers. We just got a nice linebacker out of Wake Forest as well, undrafted free agent. I'm excited to see what this linebacking core is going to look like. I definitely am. Definitely am. Let me see. Shout out to Hawk. That flag football game consisted of Jawasted Russell, Hammer Schweigert, and C-Bunk Ben Hankowski, 3 Hall of Fame guys. You stupid, bro. You stupid, bro. That is my sponsor, my brother. I take it for how it sounds, my brother. I don't like talking about money. You know what I mean? That's not who I am. I don't like talking about bread. Mumford balled in the Big Ten. That's a lot different. Facts, brother. I agree with you. But .com, you know it's love, brother. Raider Ray says, put Mumford at right guard to help out Leatherwood on that right side. I'm not against that either. I'm not against that. In the perfect world, Leatherwood can go back to right tackle and be a dog, right? Let's just be real. In a perfect world, if Leatherwood translates this year at right tackle and he's our guy, and we have our future right tackle, right, on a rookie contract, that's in a perfect world. You have him, Mumford, Andre James, Dylan Parham, and Colton Miller, and you're pretty much only paying Colton Miller. In a perfect world. Wasted. I'm not saying he's not, brother. I'm just saying in a perfect world, Carmen Brasillo can come in and say, you know what? I want you back at tackle where you played in college most of your time. And we want you to be a starting caliber right tackle. And we're going to build you up. In a perfect world, then you don't have to worry about going out and getting another right tackle. Let me see. We don't need to trade for anybody now, Andy. To be honest, brother, just wait for James Bradberry to get cut. The Giants will be cutting him here soon. He has a $21 million cap hit this year for the Giants. They're going to be dropping him. I think they only have $6 million in cap right now, and they need $12 million just to sign all their rookies, their rookie class. So they're going to be cutting him here soon and freeing up $12 million. So let's just be patient. I think James Bradberry will be a Raider here soon. If Zamir improves his blocking, yeah. If he doesn't, I think Jacob stays if he accepts the new contract offer they offer him. Let me ask you guys this. For the Josh Jacobs fans of the world, right? What do you pay him next year? What do you pay him? What does Josh Jacobs get next year? What are you guys paying Josh Jacobs a year? You just drafted Zeus. You went and got Britton. You went and got Sincere. A bunch of rookies. You have to pay Waller, Hunter Renfrow, DC, Devontae Adams. How do you free up money to pay Josh Jacobs? How? Javier says $5 million. Raider Queen says $6 million. Pirate says $5 million. Now, if he takes $5 to $6 million, cool. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Dirty says 6 to 7. John says 7. James says 7. Exactly, M85. If I'm Josh's agent, I laugh at 5. There's a reason you go cheaper at the running back position and younger. It is a youthful position. It's all about youth, man. Raider Paul, let him walk, start Zeus. If he balls out, you got to pay him $8+. That's facts. But this is the thing, though, Watts. Next year, brother, this is what I'm doing. We already went all out on offense, right? After you pay Waller and Renfrow, I'm paying the defense next year. I'm going out and paying for defense. Point blank, period, the end. I'm going out next year, and the money we spent on Devontae Adams and all these other guys, I know we paid Chandler Jones. We traded for Rocky Sin. I'm going all defense. That's what I'm doing. Why would you pay $8 to $10 million for Josh Jacobs when you could use that money and go out and pay defense? Robert, do we keep Drake? I don't know. We'll see how he plays this year. We'll see how he plays. We'll see if he bounces back from that ankle injury. I don't know about y'all, but I'm paying Jacobs in Trojan Magnums because the baby mama's taking his whole contract. Oh, man, hockey, you a cold motherfucker, man. We have 8 right now, I believe, Sean. I believe we have 8. 8 of them. We the people. I really like Zamir, but his blocking ability is trash. You ain't playing in the NFL if you can't block as a running back. Well, let's just hope he gets better. It's the NFL. I'll tell you one thing that's better in the NFL. Coaching. He'll be coached up. He'll be coached up. Every running back ain't going to block like Jalen Richard. You know what I'm saying? That's not who every running back is. So, there's going to be flaws in everyone's game, you guys. Let's just hope he can get coached up and be better. Raider Films video footage on Bradberry got me feeling a little skeptical. Gets burnt by average speed receivers. Black Raider WP. Look, at this point, brother, I hear you. And I actually watched that. But I'll say this. Returning back to what Patrick Graham, I think that's going to work wonders for him if he does become a Raider. Coaching is a big deal. That Giants defense, they were severely beat up last year. They kind of just played wherever they could. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of guys hurt. And let's do this, Black Raider WP. They said the same thing about Casey Hayward, right? And then we went and got him, and he had a great year. Didn't they say the same thing about Casey Hayward? Oh shit, you're getting a 31-year-old Casey Hayward. He's going to be trash. He had an ass year for the Chargers, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy came in and was a cornerback one for us. You know what I mean? So that's all you can hope for, my brother. That's all you can hope for. Exactly, Wasted. The defense has so many injuries and has such bad QB play. With that defense was exhausted all year long. Those guys were exhausted on the field. Shout out to Sean. 8 running backs. Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Zamir White, Brandon Bolden, Amir Abdullah, Sincere McCormick, Britton Brown, Trey Regis. All running backs. Bradberry was terrific for years before that. Facts. Pro Bowl guy in 2020. New secondary coach used to coach Bradberry in Carolina. Facts. Knows him very well. Will put him in position to succeed. Between him and Patrick Graham, P-Dog, it's a win-win. Excited about the defensive ceiling. Very high. Graham has a lot of talent to work with. Let's go. Facts, brother. And we're not even done yet. Xavier, man. Prayers, my brother. Prayers, King. Prayers for your strength, my brother. Melwin. Yes. I'm about to drop this video, man. Anish, he said, who's my favorite UDFA? It's this one right here. Love Sincere McCormick. I like Palamalu as well. But also, I like Trey Turner. A sneaky UDFA, guys. Darian Butler, linebacker out of Arizona State. Played under Antonio Pierce, our new linebacker coach from Arizona State. They reunite. Sneaky pickup. He already knows what's wanted from him at the position. And I think that speaks volumes for Antonio Pierce to go up to his coaching staff and say, go get my guy. Bam as well. Chansworthy. Facts. Bam as well. Look, I think we hit it out the ballpark with UDFAs. A+. Sincere's my guy, though. Sincere McCormick, that dude's a monster, man. Shattered pretty much every record over there. Trey Turner, true dog. Facts, brother. But yeah, man. Facts. But yeah, you guys, coming up on an hour and a half. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. We're going to be doing a lot this month for Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm going to make sure to try and get a Mental Health Monday in every week moving forward. And I'm trying to find a dope foundation to raise some money for and raise some awareness for. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to be active all day, you guys. I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm gonna be uploading some videos. I got one on Sincere McCormick. I got some other videos on the way. And I will be doing another live today. I know I've said that before, but no. I will be doing another live here shortly today. Because I want to talk about one specific person that I feel has not been getting the proper credential, the proper props, the proper attention. It's kind of been flying under the radar. Who do you guys think I'm talking about? Let me ask you guys this. Who do you guys think I'm talking about? If I say there's a guy out there that's not getting the the right look. I want to talk about Champ Kelly. I want to talk about Champ Kelly. Zeke, Josh McDaniels, they're getting all the praise in the world. People tend to forget that we have an assistant GM that was highly sought out from Chicago. I want to talk about him. I want to talk about what he's brought into the table. I want to give Champ Kelly his flowers a little bit. So we're going to talk about our assistant GM a little later as well. And there's a couple other things that I want to talk about as well. Like I said, you guys, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Wipe them feet on the way out. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Love y'all. One.